Hello all. This video will be the part 2 for the Power BI reports in SSRS feature. So in my part 1 video for this feature, we have explored the option of a virtual machine available as part of Azure Marketplace. There we could set up the virtual machine, and then we were able to create the Power BI reports and upload it into the SSRS report manager itself. But with the latest release of this technical preview on January 2017, we will be able to install this feature in our local machine itself. Before going further, in my previous video I have mentioned about that this feature will be available as part of SQL Server 2016, but with the latest announcements, this feature is going to be part of SQL Server vNext, which is going to be the next version going to be released sooner. Right now we do not have a timeline for this release. So as I mentioned, this feature can be installed in your local machine itself, and it has a new setup experience basically. So previously what we do is we run the complete SQL Server setup, and then inside that we will be choosing the SQL Server reporting service as a part of the installation. But right now for this specific feature or for this CTP, we do have separate installable for this SSRS, which can be installed outside the SQL Server setup itself. That is, we can just run that setup alone, which will just right away install your SQL Server reporting services in your machine, and then you can get started from there. To try out this specific feature, a new Power BI desktop version has been released for specifically for this SQL Server reporting services purpose. We need to install that Power BI desktop in our machine to edit the reports and upload the report into the SSRS report manager. So once all this setup is done, we will be able to edit the Power BI reports with the desktop, and then we can upload it into the report manager, and then we can view it inside the browser itself. So right now this version also supports only the live connection to the tabular and multi-dimensional model. So let's take a look into the quick demo into this feature. So as I mentioned, we have only very minimal setup to be done for this feature. So we can download this SQL Server reporting services exe from the download center, and then this Power BI desktop RS 64-bit or 32-bit, whatever you want to, you can download and install in your local machine. So these installables can be got from this link, which you could get it from the MSDN, and you can download it from the download center basically. And for this Power BI reports in SQL Server reporting services is a separate download, as I mentioned, which needs to be downloaded and installed. So once you do the installation, right now as I have already done the installation, it is I cannot rerun it, but still let me show you how it looks. So basically, as it is already installed, it is just showing the modified setup, but it will just right away install the stuffs for you, and then directly you can launch the reporting services configuration manager, and then just get configured, and then you can get started. So just in case after the installation, if you want to see where this reporting services configuration manager is installed, this will be the default path: C:, program files, Microsoft SQL Server reporting services, shared tools. There you can see this rsconfig tool.exe is installed. So once you start running this, it will show you the report server instance as RS server, and once you connect, you can get started with your setup here. So So once you complete the install, you will be seeing reporting services standalone installed as a service, and you should be starting this service as well. This is the service being used for this CTP version. So in the configuration manager, it's a typical standard configuration where you will say your web service URL, and then you'll set up your report server databases, and then web portal URL, and it's a kind of a standard setup, and there is no changes in this area basically. So once you are done with the setup, you can launch the reporting services report manager and browse the contents in it. Initially you will not have anything there. For demo purpose, I have uploaded this Power BI report here. So before going there, I mentioned about a new version of Power BI desktop required for this specific feature. Here you could notice, once you install that desktop, you can see Power BI desktop for SQL Server reporting services. You do have a separate Power BI desktop also, but for trying this specific feature, you should be using this installation only. This can be downloaded from the download center. So I have already created one Power BI report and uploaded it over here. Let us try to open this report and see. As you notice, inside our local machine reporting browser, reporting manager, you are able to see the report launching inside the browser itself, and if you have any filters, you can see it around here. Now let us try to edit this report. As I mentioned earlier, we need to use the Power BI desktop for reporting services. So let's launch this desktop. As you notice here, it has a label of SQL Server reporting services, but in your normal desktop you will not be seeing this. So just ensure to open this version to edit this Power BI reports, which needs to be uploaded into the SSRS. Now let us try to open the report directly from the reporting services itself. So I am choosing the open and SQL Server reporting services, and this is the report server in which that PBS files uploaded. Once you say OK, you should be able to see that report name listed here, or if you have multiple folders created, you should be able to see the folders and then traverse through it. So now I'm going to open the same test report here and do some edits on that and save this report back to the same report server. Okay, now let us try to add one another new table for our testing purpose, and then let's try the product category. So based on this product category, it is showing some freight amounts for us. Let's change the order of this one. Now as we made this change, let us just save this report, and if you go back to this SSRS report manager, you should be able to see the changes here basically. As you see, the change has been uploaded here, and this is pretty much similar to our report builder kind of deployment, or opening the reports and then editing it and saving it. And that concludes my demo on this, and these are the links from where you can be able to download the exes and install it in your local machine. to try out this feature. And hopefully there will be much features coming up in upcoming CTPs as soon as possible, like email subscriptions, and then other features whatever existing in SSRS reports should be available along with the Power BI reports as well. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll meet you all soon with my next video.